What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am theming this video around my dad. Today is his birthday and I wanted to celebrate him by making some drawings of him. So, I I will explain the whole process of this. So, I got a couple of pictures of this one that I'm working on right now is of me and my dad, me when I was a baby. And then I got another picture of just my dad. Um, and I put them on my tablet and I traced over the picture and then I used the tablet as like a light board underneath this paper and traced over it. I'm just touching up this part right here. And so yeah, I'm going to try to do watercolor with these. I feel like this drawing is going to be a little bit more difficult because it was a lot smaller. So I think it's going to be a little bit harder to get detail in like I want it because there's some really, really small areas. Anyway, we're just going to have some fun with it. Um, anyway, I have been blessed with the most amazing dad. He has always just really I don't know where to start because he's always made sure like me and my sisters are taken care of. First of all, he provides for us. He's always provided for our family. Um, he he encouraged all three of us girls to get into horses, and he helped us along every step of the way. Um, he shared his love for horses with us by helping us train our horses. He got me my first horse when I was around 11, I think. Close to 11. Anyway, and he helped me train her. He really, I mean, he taught all three of us how to ride and he got us into horse shows and we showed competitively for a couple of years. Um, and I'll tell more about that in a little bit, but he's also had a really great way of making us laugh through, dad jokes or whatever. When I was little, I had these like plastic pistols and a plastic rifle. And they shot like suction cup bullets. And so I had two pistols and one rifle. And there would be times where he would take one pistol and I would have the other one, and we'd be in the living room and we would have a shootout. And then most of the time that would involve us running around the living room, hiding behind furniture, and then eventually it'd get to the point where I was running down the hallway giggling, knowing that he was hiding in one of the doorways, waiting to jump out and, jump scare me. Anyway, um, I have so many wonderful memories with him. And I'm just really, really thankful. I could not have asked for a better dad. He, in this picture, he had me up on our horse, Belle. She was a half-blind retired barrel horse, and she was quite something. But anyway, so you can see at what age he kind of started us on the horses. I was itty bitty. Um, and I mean, I literally grew up riding horses with him. We would go to a local arena, and I mean, he would load all the horses up with the help of my sisters, and we would go and we would ride for a couple hours and work on the horses, training them and getting them ready for shows and everything. And then when I got old enough to show, I think I was around 9, um, he was right there helping me through it, helping me memorize patterns that I had to go in the ring and perform. And yeah, it was awesome. Lots of good memories with the horse shows. Um, I remember my first horse show. I did pretty bad, but he went and got a toy horse from Tractor Supply. I still have it. And it looked like the horse I was riding at that time. It was my sister's horse, and it was like a sorrel color with a white blaze down its face. So anyway, we were coming home from the horse show. I think we were either coming home or it was the next day. And he told me, he's like, so I got this for you because you didn't win, like you didn't place well, but I'm very proud of you and I thought you deserved a reward, so I got you this. And that just was so special to me. He had special ways of showing he was proud of us in addition to telling us he was proud of us. He always came to our shows, and sometimes he even showed in or competed in the shows himself. And that was so much fun, having pretty much the whole family, everyone but my mom, showing. It was awesome. And then as my sisters aged out of the showing and then their lives got busier so they couldn't, he still helped me show up until I turned 18. That was my last year showing in 4-H, and so that was kind of my last year showing. We showed in 4-H and Louisiana Stock Horse Association. Anyway, I will never forget the first time that I won first place at the first level of a 4-H horse show. I was so excited, and I remember I was standing in the alleyway with my dad, and he told me, he was like, look, no matter what happened, you had a great ride, and I'm proud of you. And then whenever they announced that I won first place, he got this grin on his face, and he's like, go ahead. Anyway, I could go on and on about memories from the horse shows. He always knew what to do, though. He always has known what to do. Whenever I need advice on something, I just go to him. Because, he's, like I said, he's always been there. He's always cared. He's always tried to find a solution if he didn't know one right off the top of his head. And so I feel comforted. I know that he's got the answers, and if he doesn't, he's going to find them. This next picture that I'm working on is one of my favorites. We were at a horse show one time, and he was waiting to go in the ring, and we had one of the other people there taking pictures. We had her take some pictures of my dad and then me and my sister, and she got this picture, and I absolutely love it, and I'm really, really happy with the way this one turned out when I painted it, because it was a lot of fun. He did really well. He's gotten to where he can't ride as much anymore, but he always has loved riding with his kids. And he grew up riding horses and working with horses. He actually got, I think, one or two, can't remember, he got one or two wild Mustangs and trained them, and then he, rode with sometimes his dad, but most of the time his friends and his brother and sister. And he's shown me pictures of all the horses that they used to have, and I know some of the names, but I can't remember all of them. I do know what all of them looked like, though, because he would show us pictures, and I loved looking at those pictures. It was so neat to see, how long horses have been a part of his life. And, he's got other interests, too, aside from horses. He is actually the preacher at my parents' church, the church that we used to go to all the time. They still go there, but of course I moved out, and now I go to the same group of churches but in a different location. Anyway, so that's one thing I do want to talk about. He has taught me the importance of loving the Lord, and he's shown me just through his actions. He's shown his love for the Lord, and I really, really admire that about him. And another thing that I don't think I've ever told him, I've always, since I was little, I've always looked at his hands. You know, it's very common to hear about how hands tell about someone. Like, you can tell how hard they work by their hands. And my dad's hands have always been, basically, you can tell he's a hard worker by his hands. You've always been able to tell that. Whenever he comes home from work, he's got, sometimes he's got colder on his hands. Sometimes he's got just, sometimes his hands are pitch black because they're covered in coal dust. Anyway, even though they're, rough, hardened working hands, he's got calluses and everything, I just remember when I was little being fascinated about how his hands looked so rough, but whenever he'd hold my hand, it was just very gentle and loving. And honestly, I think that is a mark of a wonderful father, because that shows just how hard he works providing for his family, but he still, he loves his family. Shows the hard work and the love that he has for his family. And over the years, he's taught me many different things from, as I already mentioned, riding the horses. He's taught me the love for horses, to teaching me how to shoot, to teaching me how to mow the yard. I felt so proud of myself whenever I could do that. And when I was little, he would give me rides on the lawnmower whenever, he'd always make sure the blade was off, and he'd just give me a short little ride around the yard. And one of my favorite things to do with him is to go to the back of the property and target practice. And we'll stay back there for a couple hours target practicing, and it's fun to see who can hit the most targets with the bullets and everything. And then we have trails all through the property, and so there's been many good memories made, riding the horses back there, riding the four-wheelers back there. It's been so much fun. Anyway, I'm super happy with how this drawing is coming along, and so yeah, I'm gonna put on some music and let y'all enjoy just watching the process. Alrighty, so we are almost done with this drawing. I'm just going to do the saddle pad on the horse and then touch up on the skin tone and then also do a couple more face details. I had a lot of fun with this one. Honestly, I had more fun with this particular drawing than I did the other one because I was able to go into more detail on the textures, like the texture of the shirt and the jeans. Anyway, the saddle pad looks pretty rough here for just a minute, but I'm gonna fix it, I promise. This picture was actually taken of my dad on my horse. My horse's name is Dolly, and I love her so much. And he surprised me with her. I kind of found out a little bit, or I suspected, and then he just played it off like it was nothing. And so anyway, I love this picture. And yeah, I'm super excited to show these to him. Super excited for him to see this video. So, love you, Dad. Anyway, I just had a blast doing these. It got me to thinking about a whole lot of memories that I have with him. And I'm just very thankful for them and thankful for him. Thankful for both of my parents. They have been wonderful. And I'm just very thankful that I have had such a great role model in my father. I desire to be like him in his love for the Lord and in his patience. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed watching me draw these pictures and color them and everything. And anyway, I hope y'all have a great day. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time. So yeah, have a great day, guys, and happy birthday to my wonderful dad. I love you so much, and I hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope you like these drawings. Bye, guys.